dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Cruise, saw the magician. Assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Do this shit, baby.
Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them on the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long.
Yo, hey, nothing with no average chick. He got Nicky, he know that he hit the jackpot. Ain't bullet trying to score, check and shot hot. Nigga hit him with them palms, it's a dollar block. Eat the cake and suck on my toes, yes. Hitting them home runs, I be like, go Mets. I wanna do that still.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
Do you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind?
Carolina won big on Thanksgiving Day last year. The Cowboys won revenge, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now we'll run with a fullback Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. And on 2nd and 10 now. Shipped together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And here's the first NFL reception for the rookie Ezekiel Elliott. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Are you crediting your defense?
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Carolina. Adrian Peterson, 59 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield, the blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Second down, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Winston. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Hopkins, 84 yards, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
A give to Elliott running left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Antrell Roll with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Interception. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jameis now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense, because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
On second down, Peterson. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Okay, Brandon, work with me here. Let's analyze this situation. A touchdown here, that could be the knockout blow in the second quarter. But if they go for it and don't get it, that could bring life to the other sideline.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your...
Dude, you're a bitch. You're terrible as fuck.
30. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, here's Taylor.
They ain't going
escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Taylor. Backing up. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. A right side catch by Crabtree. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Jameis to throw it. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that's going to make it 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now Taylor.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Elliott. Always got some breathing room. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyrod Taylor, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's brought down after a good gain. They'll get 32 yards there. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
When he's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A second down throw for Winston. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. 4th down, Winston.
Dude, who the fuck are you throwing to? You fucking
the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would kiss it on the ground.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Here's Taylor. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. He's got time in the pocket. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Ndamukong Suh forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now Taylor down around his goal line, sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him 22 on that one. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. time for a break. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll make it fourth down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Winston to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll look to throw. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. One receiver to the left is Evans. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Second down following the incompletion. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They give it to Peterson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. What a hard-fought, low-scoring game. A tough one to lose always, partner.
For the losing team, not beautiful. But for the winning team, that's almost textbook old-school football. And you know I loved it.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.